Hello again, another Agakala React, and today we will be watching How You Play Games is How You Do Everything from Doozy Speaks. And got my attention because I have Cyberpunk 2077 in their thumbnail. So let's just see how much I can actually agree with it, because I do play games occasionally. I don't play games that much anymore. I used to play much more. But I am quite OCD person, and when I start playing one game, I pretty much that's the only thing that I'm playing. So I played Witcher 3 for hours on end, and then Fortnite came along as well, and Cyberpunk 2077 happened as well, and actually I was started recording that, but then I dropped the drive with the recorder, so I haven't never really finished. So yeah, okay, let's just get into it and just watch what the story is.
How you play games is how you do everything. It sounds a little dumb and clickbait at first, but in this video I kind of want to talk about what that really means and what you and I can do with that information to make some positive changes in our lives. And I'm going to refer to some recent experiences I've had and some things I reflected on in the past few weeks. So recently I've been playing Cyberpunk for the first time because a lot of my friends mentioned how good the new DLC with Idris Elba is. And as a fan, it was a no-brainer. The catch is the DLC doesn't start until later in the game, and a lot of people recommend that you finish most of the content in the base game before you start it. No problem for me though, I thought. I've been meaning to give the game a try, which I wrote off when it first came out due to how bad it looked at launch. I jumped in and instantly I was like really into it. I think I clocked in like 30 hours in a week, which is a lot considering I got other obligations. By like week 2 though, I started to slow down because I was just getting bored of it. A few days later, other games and things started to grab my attention, and I dropped the game before I even got to the DLC. What Cyberpunk did do for me though was make me want to watch John Wick again after seeing virtual Keanu Reeves do his thing. And that's where I heard this quote.
How you do anything is how you do everything. Called it the first and the last rule of life.
At first I was thinking like, damn, this guy sounds sinister as hell. But then my next thought was, does this quote have any truth to it? And if it did, then it would also mean that the way I play games mirrors the way I do everything, the way I live life. And I sat there for a while and thought, damn, yeah, I think that tracks. Now I'm not saying that the quote means that since I played a ninja with a katana in Cyberpunk that I studied the blade in real life. What it's saying is that our actions, big or small, quick or slow, tend to follow a pattern. It means in general, people think and act in a consistent way. We're all creatures of habit.
Yeah.
If you're a meticulous planner in life, chances are you game the same way. Or if you're a really aggressive risk taker in life, you probably play Jet in Valorant and bottom frag. Unfortunately, in my case, since I'm the type of person that always finds some shiny new game to play, jumps wholly into it, and then gets bored and moves on without completing it, it means that's how I am in real life. And it sucks because it's pretty much true. I'm like a serial starter. I get interested in the idea of some hobbies and projects, and I start out really excited, but then I burn out. Like, I don't know why it's so hard for me to stick to something for a long period of time or until I complete it. It's kind of like this channel too. You can clearly see how frequent I was posting at the beginning, and then I had my first video cross 1,000 views, and then I just slowed down a bit. Just while making this video, I had the urge to play Hades 2 and also learn how to draw. Like, I don't even know what that is. And I think that's why this quote stood out to me. Another way I realized that this quote holds some truth, during the tail end of my time with Cyberpunk, I started rushing through quests so I could get to the DLC. The game started to feel like this long to-do list, and I just kept pushing through, only thinking about the DLC. Go here, shoot this guy, jump off that, drive here, loot this. And I mean, at times, that's kind of how real life has felt too. Lately, I've been feeling the pressure again of completing and achieving these things that society has decided.
Because unlike this guy, I just go to side quests a lot. I'm pretty sure I did most of the side quests in Witcher 3. and to just kind of like build up my, you know, bit of a power. I haven't played Cyberpunk in a few years now because I dropped that drive, I think in 2022, and so yeah, I'm still thinking about it. Like the Xbox is standing here, it's ready. It's the only game that's on it. Except, no, sorry, there's Fortnite on it too. I have one Xbox here in this room that basically, and it's a Cyberpunk limited edition too. Xbox. The same. I'm sitting on the Cyberpunk chair too, and I was so into it before it even come out, and then I played, and I haven't played for months. And then I start playing again, and I kind of enjoyed it and all that, but it's just like, then something happened to my computer that I couldn't really record in that one, so we had to get another one, and then had the hard drive connected to it, and I kicked it because it's under the desk, and it fell, and it stopped working. And Eric helped me, like, you can get those files and stuff back, but that was a second-hand drive, so there's thousands of files there, and I'm just overwhelmed to go through it to find my own files. There's not that many of them there because there's only maybe I would say, I don't know how many recordings of the game, but basically I just wanted to finish that game. I had fun with it and stuff, but then because I haven't finished recording and I didn't really get that far, so I'm just kind of like left it there because I just have to go and see if I can even find my files of the game so I can make videos for my other channel. But it's just like, it was kind of feeling overwhelming, and for some reason I just never really got back to it because the amount of files that I've seen is on that drive now, unearthed, you know, like from the previous owner. I'm just kind of scared to go through it as well. But no, if I'm playing, like, there was a day when I was playing Witcher, I played for 14 hours straight, and I just was, I don't know, I'm just kind of like, I don't know if it's super focused on it or something now, but if I really enjoy something, I keep playing and playing and playing for hours on end. And I think if I didn't decide to actually record me playing Cyberpunk 2077, I would be having that game finished in no time. But because I want to record it and actually put it out there as a reaction as well, and I just haven't gone back to it. So yeah, I think he is very right about it as well. Because if I get overwhelmed with something, it's really hard for me to do something. Like, I was trying to get organize this room and stuff like that as well, and that didn't happen either. It's just, I don't know where to start, because it's just, obviously I have to have some kind of plan ahead what I want to put where, and I just don't have an idea for it. So yeah, so far it's just, I'm actually agreeing with this man a lot.
Are the main story quests. Right now, if I had a quest tracker floating in my head, it would say, get generational wealth, start a family, find your purpose in life. And I've been trying to achieve these things, just like Cyberpunk, without much thought at all. And I'm straight up not enjoying it. I'm too focused on getting to the end. I need to go here, do this, kiss up to this manager, buy this stuff to keep progressing in life. I wasn't always obsessed with meeting these expectations though, just like how I didn't always rush through game content. I remember my first time as a kid playing Skyrim, wandering wherever my curiosity took me.
This just shows how young he is as well. He's saying first time playing Skyrim as a kid. And or I'm just getting old. Because obviously Skyrim came out in what, like, I actually don't know, is it 2010 or something like that? I never played. I started Skyrim as well, but it just did not get my attention at all. And this is why it took me so long to actually start Witcher 3, because Eric kept saying, oh, the Witcher 3 is just like Skyrim. And I didn't enjoy Skyrim at all. Not at all. So eventually I got into playing Witcher 3 and absolutely loved it. So yeah, but it's just like, if he says that he played as a kid Skyrim, I'm just feeling old now, guys.
And coming across these really fun side quests and locations that made the world feel more lived in. I'd check out every cave I stumbled on and talk to every NPC. I had zero concern for the dragon that was going to end the world because I was out here hanging out with the companions, trying to become a werewolf. My gaming style back then mirrored my outlook in life. I was still a curious kid discovering how I fit in the world. Side quests, main quests, it didn't really matter. I didn't know it, but back then I was practicing being present and enjoying my time with the game. And I need to be more like my younger self in that respect. The good thing is that we can use the fact that we act and think consistently to make small tweaks in our life and snowball them into bigger, more impactful changes. I mean, there's even a whole book on this called Atomic Habits, which you've probably heard about if you're into the self-help niche. You plant a small seed of change and you just stay consistent with it till the seed roots and boom, you got a big tree. If I want to become someone who commits to hobbies and personal projects and sees them through, then I need to start by finishing what I set out to do in video games. And if I want to get back to enjoying everyday life and not be lost in my head about these lofty plans, then I can start by not rushing through game content and instead just taking it slow, finding the fun in the moment-to-moment gameplay. And the idea is, if I make those changes in something as small as how I play games, then it can start to affect the way I read books, the way I work, the way I dedicate time and energy to things that matter to me, and the way I live life. So that's been the challenge I've set for myself. If you have big ambitions like becoming more of a leader or being more adaptable, the best way to start is by starting small and staying consistent. If you want to be more kind, then you gotta stop the urge to flame these people that you are playing with. These small tweaks that we can make while we play games can end up being much more impactful in the long run, because how you do anything is how you do everything. Cool? Thanks for watching, y'all. Please like and subscribe.
He's really right about it, because that's what it is, isn't it? Like, we as kids enjoying a lot of things that we wouldn't enjoy now as adults. We don't think we would enjoy now as adults because basically we have this thing ingrained in our brain that, well, we shouldn't do that because this is things that kids do and you're an adult now. But honestly, there's a lot of things that I still enjoy, that I enjoyed as a kid. Reading books, watching TVs, watching movies, playing games as well. And this is still by some people considered child hobbies, isn't it? And things like that. So I don't think we should let go of everything like that. And he's absolutely right. Just small things, stick to it, and then just do it. So I'm trying to organize the pantry now. So when I finish that, I should just doing other things, isn't it? And that's how I'm gonna get going with my life, slowly but surely. It's a small thing, obviously. Excuse me. But it's just organizing stuff. It's something that I really enjoyed as a kid. I still kind of enjoy it, but it's just I have too much stuff now. As a kid, you don't have that much things to do, to organize and stuff. So yeah. Okay. Thank you very much for watching, and I see you tomorrow. Bye.